everyone, welcome to Joe for Jeff. I'm Jeff, and this is the first episode of Terror on Tape. This is where I'll go back and look at some of the greats of horror on VHS, a time when Blockbuster Video actually existed. Some of the greatest horror movies were only released on VHS, and they haven't yet come to DVD, so let's take a look at them. To start off, let me just say, something's not right. It just feels a little weird here. Let me make a quick adjustment. This feels so much better. Now, the first movie we're going to look at is Dead of Night. This came out in 1999 and is also known as The Lighthouse. The plot is about a group of prisoners who are being transported by prison barge to a penal island off the coast of England. Little known to the crew and some of the other prisoners, there's an extra prisoner down in the lower levels. His name is Rook, and he's a particularly dangerous psychopath. Rook has managed to escape, and to cover his tracks has sunk the boat. He made it to a nearby Lighthouse island, where he's going to start working his way through the crew who works there. Now, some of the prisoners and some of the guards escape the prison boat and make it to the island as well. When they all get there, Leo has already started his work. Leo is trying to cover his tracks and make sure nobody knows that he's alive. And it takes a group of guards, prisoners, and lighthouse workers to survive the night until help comes. Where to start with this movie? First of all, I love this movie. I love everything about it. It takes place at night and it's very dark, but they use the shadows very well. There's none of this too dark to see what's going on cliche. Also, they use the lighthouse, which is a kind of a small space, but they use it so well that all the areas are fully utilized. And the acting is great. James Purfoy from The Following plays the head prisoner, and he's a very sympathetic character. And he teams up with a prison psychologist, and they try to save the night. Now, Rook is kind of funny. He walks around with a machete, and he has white leather shoes. So most of the time you'll see him walking, it's the white leather shoes on the ground. He's a particularly nasty serial killer who likes to cut off people's heads. Now, while the lighthouse crew weren't really prepared for him, the other prisoners know who he is and what he's in for. And it's a kind of a game of cat and mouse. The power's trying to keep on, they're trying to wait for help or send for help. Meanwhile, Leo is stalking everyone individually. There's a particular scene where one of the guards has made his way to the bathroom in the lighthouse, and he hears Rook coming up the stairs. And he's trying to be very, very careful in the stall. And Leo gets up there and doesn't find anything, and he starts walking down, and you hear the footsteps. And the guy is trying to be so quiet, but then this can rolls towards the floor, towards the staircase, and then falls off making a noise. And boom, Leo knows he's there and he's dead. Really great scene. You're kind of rooting for him to get away, but in the end he doesn't. Now, this movie is available on DVD, but I'll warn you right now, it's out of print and can go for about $40 to $45 on eBay. My VHS tape cost me $10, and I'm glad I got it. I loved this movie, and I had a lot of fun with it. So to sum up everything, would I recommend this movie? Absolutely. Everything about this movie is top-notch. The cinematography, the acting, the sound, everything really works. And you really have this sense of dread and this kind of suspense that you know there are only going to be two people left alive, but the characters are really likable, and when they die, it hurts. So, Dead of Night, track it down, watch it, love it as much as I do. Thanks for watching. This has been Terror on Tape, Episode 1.